What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is the Rapl. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Set. His name is Count Von Count. The map is Alfheim, and this is a very, very exciting one. Ladies and gentlemen, we see the priest scouting around already. We've got a Set versus Odin showdown, as it were. And we'll see how things are going to go here in this game as Count Von Count jumps into the gold mine very early, but forgets to build the mining camp. He's kind of doing a slight variation on the 2-2 opener, which is 2 food, 2 gold, which allows you to get both your monuments out very, very fast. A slight variation on this. So we'll see how things will amount here in this game as Count here. He might be looking to go into Anubites here now. Set versus Odin. It's a bit of a funky matchup. I think a lot of people would feel like it's going to be Set favored. However, it does very much depend on the map, and this map being Alfheim, if we take a look at what Rapl has scouted already, if you take a quick look at the places that can be walled up here, can really shut down Anubites incredibly easily with just a handful of walls here. If we take a look over here, a wall to block this off, a wall to block this off, and a wall to block this off, force the Anubites to attack this hunt if they want to have to go all the way through the Rapl's base to get over here, and you can take those out very, very easily with Hersa and everything else. Not to mention that this also has a lot of hunt on this map for Rapl. He's got tons. So he's going to be having a really, really fun time here. Now, Count Von Count here, he's going to be throwing down his monument. He's getting his house up. Everything coming up Millhouse here, as it were, as the elks coming. One thing that I'm not quite enjoying from Count Von Count's opening here is he didn't grab the deer immediately. Now, the reason why I would have done that in his shoes here is the fact that he has to just throw down so many granaries here to move across the map and continue hunting, and it's really going to hurt his advance time. And I feel like if he wants to go for Anubis here, which part of me feels like it's what he wants to do, he's not going to be able to get a 4:30 advance time with all this build time spent, or all this time spent building granaries instead of hunting. Makes it quite difficult to get the food out. You can see him splitting up villages onto this hunt as well. We'll see how close he's going to be to that advance time. He's also going to have to start getting some houses down as well, as that's what's happening here. Now, Rapl, on the other hand, throwing down his temple here, a very standard opener to start up with. These sorts of Alfheim spawns are amazing for Odin because of the ox cart functionality here. Having a unit which can, or a building, a unit which can move, really, really is a beneficial thing for Norse here on this map. You can actually also see that this kind of looks like Rapl is going for a very, very fast second Townsend, as he's chucked up 5 villagers onto wood here. Is he going for another dwarf? No, he's just going straight up through Freya, going for a 4:30 advance time. 5 villagers on wood, to me, indicates potentially a fast second town center, but we'll see if that's just for immediate building spam or what, as that's what he's going for here at this point. We'll see how that goes, as now Rapl, oh, sorry, not Rapl, Count Von Count, indeed, he is going through Tar here. So not going for the Anubite abuse. We'll see what sort of a strategy he wants to implement here. Only 1 monument in a bit of a strange position as well. Oh, this villager here is going to be a little bit caught out as the priest finishes up grabbing all of these elks over here. The hyena does get sniped down. Nice play there by the Rapl to catch that one out. Only 6 villagers on the gold at this point, as it looks to me that, like, Count Von Count here, it looks to me like he's actually going for a fast heroic of some. Oh no. He's doing some shifting. He's doing some shifty shenanigans here as the priests pop out. To me, if I'm ever doing this strategy, I want to be advancing at 4 minutes and 2 seconds here as we see Hands of the Pharaoh coming through. Count on Count hits the classical age. Vision getting dropped over here as the villagers on this location immediately get shifting sands onto here as one villager almost goes down, but the villagers immediately retreating away. We see the Hersa targeting down the Pharaoh immediately here as a little bit of micro trying to come through, but Rapl has just got too many Hersa out at this point as the Pharaoh is going to get cleaned up here. The Valkyrie going down, the villagers returning back over, and Rapl takes no damage from that early shifting sands, and that is why I say against Norse, if you want to be doing the shifty shenanigans at the start of the game here, you got to be going for a 4-minute advance time, or even better yet, a 3-minute 34-second advance time for those who are really up with set build orders. You'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that 440 advance, 430 advance time from Count on Count, just that little bit too slow. And Rapl, he is a seasoned veteran. He has played enough set players to know what his weaknesses are. And he knows he can deal with that shifting sands very easily. And he is calmly, coolly, collectively saying, behind that, he's dealt with not only a Pharaoh, he's killed off a Pharaoh here, which already hurts Count on Count's economy, but he's killed off 3 priests, which is 200 gold. And he's picked up the Wadget. So there is no pressure coming his way. So he's going to be grabbing the town center, and we'll see what he's going to do after this. But he can very, very easily just go to the heroic age behind all of this. As we do see that Oligi, it's almost something else there. It's almost Orgy Fork Thigh. Olig Fork Thigh. I'm not sure what a fork thigh actually is, but he's grabbing the ship of the fingernails here. Going to give him a little boost to the food economy here. A free trickle is a free trickle worth grabbing. As Count on Count also, he grabbed the Trojan Gate Hinge at this point, as now he's going to be moving over here, spamming villagers onto this location and seeing how things are going to go here. As we do see an armory coming down for Count on Count as well. But Rapl here, I imagine, town center goes down, armory gets dropped. He can take villagers off of wood here and drop them over onto the elk as well if he wants to skyrocket himself to the next stage. He's also, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but he is grabbing cows here. I'm not sure what this decision is. Does he have husbandry? He does have husbandry, so those villagers are going to be grabbing food very, very quickly. And he's going to be finishing up with this elk over here. Armory coming down, and Rapl is going for a very fast heroic age. I love this play here from Rapl. We'll see if it's going to work out for him. Count on Count going to be very, very far behind the heroic age here is my guess. Just simply because he lost so many resources in the early game. But we'll see how things are going to be coming in as this bear coming through. Bear not the strongest of units here. It's going to get dealt with fairly easily there by the Ulfsark. As the Rapl, look at this, is already basically in the heroic age. He needs just a little bit more gold income. Probably no more dwarves needed to build. Just get gatherers out at this point. Is he getting dwarves out of this location? Yes, he is. But he's going to be getting that gold income very, very close as this bear decides to run through. He's going to get sorted out. But we'll see how things are going to go. As now Rapl will be able to advance here. Is he going to go through Forseti? Yes, also not Forseti. Skadi here. Yes, he does. And Nephthys coming through. So a very, very close timing here for both these players. As this priest here stealing away some deers. Take the deers home. Just kill. Yeah, kill those. You lost them. That's unfortunate, but you did lose them. You allowed that to happen, Rapl. You did that to yourself. But he's going to be fine here. He's got plenty of food, plenty of wood in the bank. And I imagine we're just going to see an immediate drop of a hill fort here from Rapl. And he's going to try and just consolidate the position or advantage that he's got by just blocking up any weaknesses in his position. Now, Count Von Count, on the other hand, is fully walled up. He could go for a huge boom. Effectively, the game plan here for Count Von Count has to be to prepare for Ragnarok. And by preparing for Ragnarok, he has to force Ragnarok somehow. So things can be very difficult now for him as he's trying to move forward with the Pharaoh and the Villager. The Raven going to be scouting that out overhead. As Rapl will be throwing the hill fort down on the middle of the map. And immediately going to start making double hill forts here. I love that play. I'm interested to see if he's going to go for Huskarl or Jarls here, or a mixture of both, because he knows that his weakness, or he should know that the biggest weakness of Norse is going to be Axemen. And a big counter to Axemen is Jarls, or very heavily upgraded Jarls. So we'll see how that's going to go as Count Von Count drops his Migdol stronghold down. A good army composition for Count Von Count to kind of go for here is going to be Axemen Chariot Archers. That forces out all of the cavalry to come through, and then you can start mixing in some spearmen behind all of that. As we do see the Frost Giants are out trying to say, get away from here. Frost Giants very slow. Scorpion Men are very fast. As the town center will indeed go up here. Rapl here. Huskarls getting produced very, very quickly. So he is going for Huskarls at this point. He's just about out of food. He's got some chicken in his base. He's got a handful of elk left, but he does need to start thinking about farms. But he will have a ton of wood income to spam farms down, given that he's making all of these Huskarl, and he is also going to be spamming out some Jarls behind this, not falling victim to the early Axeman kind of shenanigans that could potentially be coming his way. But Count Von Count, I don't actually, now he's finally getting the barracks. So he's got a barracks down the bottom to check on this town center over here. But we do see one Chariot Archer getting targeted down as this Pharaoh is coming through. You're going to say, g'day to these Frost Giants, get out of here. As the unit's going to try and retreat away. Count Von Count not paying attention. He's going to get his Scorpion Men frozen here. It's a big, big loss there as more barracks getting dropped down. But Rapl is in an incredibly strong position. Look at the score difference right now as another Migdol getting dropped down on this position to try and hold it. As Rapl is trying to put some pressure on. He picks off the Scorpion Men. His Frost Giants are going to move through. We see another barracks getting dropped down here. Forest Fire getting thrown down onto this position to open it up ever so slightly. Is it hitting the Migdol? Not hitting the Migdol quite. It's just a little bit out of range there, unfortunately, for Rapl. As Rapl starting to bash away at this town center. We've got double Migdol down, though. Double Migdol town center fire. This is going to be a difficult position to push through as we do see a big frost getting dropped down now onto this position that will open up ancestors here. As Count Von Count very low on the gold at this point. Lots of idle villages, needs to sort those out. As how many idle villages? 13 idle villages now caused from that frost. 14 idle villages from that frost here. As the town center is going to get torn down, as Rapl doesn't even care about a potential ancestors. He's got the Jarls out. They don't have any, or they are on medium Jarls, but he's got the Jarls. He's got a handful of Herser, or just one Herser, a handful of Herser at 2, plus the Frost Giants here. This is such a big timing to hit here for Rapl. We'll see how he's gonna go as the Frost just about to pop, or Frost just about to finish. Ancestors gets clicked a little bit early here as the Frost Giants turn around, immediately going to be using their special ability to make these minions get picked off a little bit quicker, as the Jarl's going to be taking them down pretty fast as well. Meanwhile, this town center here just coming up. We see Rapl saying, look, going to get a longhouse here just in case. Meanwhile, in the middle of the base here, Rapl throwing away a couple of Jarls there. Not exactly what he wants to be doing. The priests and the Pharaoh are going to be taking down one Frost Giant there as the Chariot Archers retreating back. Meanwhile, this Frost Giant also going to be getting taken down here as the final Frost Giant going to be getting pulled back. The Jarls, great Jarls now in for Rapl as he is out of food at this point. He's going to have to make those farms down. He probably doesn't have the upgrades here that he really would like to have for a ridiculously fast economic growth, and that is the winter harvest, irrigation, and a whole bunch of farms to spam those Jarls out. But the damage has been done now for Rapl. He can probably just pull back regroup himself here, but he's still wanting to push through, and he's going to be moving into this exactly the position that Count Von Count wants him in, which is Frost Giants moving towards his priests and Pharaoh. We see him retreating into his Migdols here. The Migdols still doing tons of damage over here on this position. 100 population for Rapl. Count Von Count sitting at 124 of 130 though, and he's also starting the trade route. But look at this, one villager on food right now for Count Von Count. He needs to spam farms out, and he's got 4 priests in his town center for some reason. 4 priests. He doesn't realize that. That's actually a huge deal here, because, I mean, if he didn't have those 4 priests in the town center, if he didn't build those 4 priests, he would have had 400 gold more, would have been able to make a ton of farms right now, and probably be completely fine. But he's trying to spam villages out. Is he making axemen? No. He's trying to spam villages. He just can't afford it. At this point, he's going to be hurting his economy quite a bit here. Meanwhile, Rapl, on the other hand, he's got himself winter harvest. He's going to be looking to get irrigation soon. His food is going to be skyrocketing. He's getting this town center up. He's going to be 3 town centers to 2 town centers for the time being. Count Von Count, on the other hand here, he's got 17 villages on food now, but they're all basically on berries here. And he needs to start thinking about how he's going to manage that economy. As we do see the villagers coming through, they're going to be able to shank this town center down ever so slightly, preventing it, as Rapl needs to react to this. He's going to be sending his units over there at the moment. He's got 14 Huskal now in his army, which basically means that Count Von Count, if he reads this and goes straight into Axeman now, he should be able to win the next fight, while Rapl effectively needs to be thinking about how he's going to counter the counter. So once you have this many Huskal, really the best thing you should be thinking about doing is cutting the Huskal now and going into raiding cavalry, and also into Jarls instead. As the town center gets denied, the Frost Giant's coming back. We will be seeing this lone axeman getting sniped down. Count Von Count here, he's getting his 3rd town center back, or has his 3rd town center back. Still needs more villagers on food. He's no longer making those camel caravans just yet. This axeman will be retreating back. A new pharaoh has indeed arisen to lead your people, as all these walls are up, and now Count Von Count in a decent position. But look at this, Rapl here, 3rd town center up, market is up, Mythic Age going to be coming through here very soon, and he picks Tier. This is the ballsy move here from Rapl. He's basically got an unkillable unit, or an unkillable composition, that he could construct if he gets there by going Balder and making Fire Giants straight away. But he is opting to go for the Tier and opting to attempt a sort of an outplay here. Now, Fimbulwinter does really hurt the economy of an already weakened economy of Set here. So it is not a bad idea. It's not a flex of any sort. It's a completely strong, well thought out decision here from the Rapl. It's just so happens that literally either option, so long as you don't screw up the Ragnarok click, will result in a very good position for you to be in. As the Huskal over here getting cleaned up. Rapl at this point throwing military buildings down everywhere. One of the huge weaknesses of Norse is if you're fighting all the time, you don't have time to build buildings like at all. So you have to do what you have to do. And he's using his time now to spam these units out, as now Rapl pushing in, going to be breaking down the siege works. He's still got those 2 Frost Giants with Rhyme researched to boot here, as he's going to push in, take down these villages as best as he possibly can. Now the Frost Giant's going to come through onto this location over here. It's try and take down the fortified town center, but this is still incredibly well fortified by Count Von Count. As Fimbulwinter gets thrown down onto this position, we see the Huskal going to be swinging in here. I would love to see just like the most obnoxious hill fort get thrown down by Count Von Count, as he's trying, by Rapl here. But he is getting caught out on this position as the unit's trying to break through this town center. Do we see Rapl going for any sort of immediacy anywhere else? It looks like he's trying to spend his favor here on something like bravery or something like that to take down the town center. He's not making Fenris Wolves at all here. We do see the Huskal sneaking in onto this location over here, as Count Von Count here, he is chasing them down with the Spearman in a bit of a rough position. His town center about to fall for the second second time here with that push as the Throw and Axeman taking down those heavy spearmen nicely here. Rapl now able to afford himself bravery here for his Huskal, but Rapl, he's got so many resources, he's got so much population here. We do see the Frost Giant getting taken down. The question is he spamming units out? Not really. He's getting bravery, he's buying technologies here instead of spamming units, but it doesn't matter because his army is just too strong here as he manages to break through Count Von Count's defenses. A wonderful display here from Rapl and a really, really big lesson to learn about how you can defend against the type of Shifting Sands shenanigans that Set does have available to himself here, and how important it is to really consider what your opponent can have and what you need to do to be able to beat that. I do think that the idea of an early Shifting Sands against Odin is definitely something you can go for. However, it needs to be done at 4 minutes. You can't be going any later than 4 minutes because Odin players and Norse players in general nowadays are getting out the heroes that they need to defend against those sorts of Shifting Sands shenanigans. And not only that, the beautiful retreat away. I'm not sure if the Shifting Sands position was quite off there for Count Von Count or something, but generally speaking, you pick off 1 or 2 villages at least with that Shifting Sands, but it seemed like Rapl retreated immediately and lost nothing. So just an incredibly well-played game here by the Rapl, showing exactly how strong Norse can be. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.